Wait, why is there such a delay on the end? Okay, I need to fix that. I need
How's
to fix
anticipation?
that. I was like, it's countdown to 0, and then it's like it just like holds the black screen for way too long. So I need to hold on. I'm opening my CapCut to go do that later. All right, GM everyone, sorry for that. I'm just trying to make sure that that we keep it professional and that the timing works. Okay, it's a little bit of a lag there, But GM to everyone, GM to you, Craig. How you going this fine morning? We got a bit of a pump here. BTC's up around $4,000 as of yesterday. How you feeling today, mate? You're making money overnight. You're actually making money after being down money for months.
What's that with the bounce?
Yeah, with the bounce.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm good. GM, everyone, GM mates. Yeah, I'm good, dude. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Yeah, nice little bounce. Is this the recovery, Greeny? V-shaped recovery we're going to see?
I'm sure a lot of people are hoping for, Craig. I mean, even our Pudgy Penguins are up with $1,000 overnight. So that's actually like quite a lot. That's like 10, 20%. So
let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's just a complacency bounce. I think the complacency bounce, we have a CME gap up to 81. That probably could be a level to hit, and yearly open around 87K. So monthly open around 83. Then my targets 81, 83, or 87 for the lower high. I'll be slamming a short there, and then I'll be shorting it back towards 48K in the coming months, Craig. So cannot wait to buy Bitcoin sub 50K. Hopefully we see it. But my first buy order hit yesterday at $75,000 for the first time in, I don't even know, so long, like nearly a year and a bit since I bought Bitcoin. So very, very happy that I stayed patient, and I finally hit my first buy order at 75K. So I'm actually in profit. I'm actually in profit already, which is crazy. So as always, guys, before we jump into the show, big shout out to OKX. You can sign up down below. One of the most trusted exchanges in the world, where I bought my 75K level Bitcoin, and I'll be accumulating more Bitcoin into the future. You can sign up down below. If you trade $500 for volume, guys, you get $75 for free. That's literally a no-brainer for myself. All right, Craig, we'll tick it off. Some big news over the last sort of couple 24 hours or the last day or so. First topic is, have I got this one up right? Yeah, I think I have. Hopefully it's the right one. There we go. So overnight, Trump comes out and says, I'm a big crypto person. I've helped crypto more than anybody else because I believe in it. Brother, are you for real? Like, brother, you haven't.
You know, I'm a big crypto person. I'm the one that probably helped crypto more than anybody because I believe in it. And the reason I believe in it is because if we don't do it, Scott, I think we can say then China's going to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, bro. World Liberty Finance, Trump, you're about to launch another bloody one on your social network. You're an extractor, brother.
He is.
Bitcoin's down $50,000.
He is using the tech, though, isn't he?
He's using the tech to make his family billionaires and billions and billions.
He's definitely a big crypto person, that's for sure.
Yeah, because he knows that's the future, or it's an easy way to extract more cash into the family, into the wealth, into the trust fund of Trump and his children. Crazy, man, crazy. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, he makes me laugh. Yeah, look, I guess he kind of helped crypto in a way, ushering in a few new rules, laws, and that sort of thing on the way. Gee, I don't know, man. He kills me in some ways, but he says the right stuff. He just does some little bit sketchy stuff on the side, doesn't he? So yeah, look, I guess if he's comment, oh, shut the F up. Yeah, look, I don't know, man. Just as long as he pumps my bags for the next, well, however long he's left, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people are feeling real. Imagine putting that out. When did he say this? Yesterday?
Well, it came out, last night.
Imagine saying that.
Oh, this morning.
His Bitcoin was dumping, it's red, and you're like, I'm helping. It's like, dude.
It's such a lull.
Buy some, man. Buy some.
Two massive instances of insider trading in the past couple of days. Here's the first clip.
So the Grammys, potato. If you had me saying potato on Polymarket, you just made a ton of money. So congratulations, Noah_22, whoever that is.
What? Are you serious? This is legit at the Grammys. So this is wild. 24 million from Polymarket. They have absolutely nailed this marketing scheme. That is crazy. Shout out to Polymarket for really changing the game right now. Craig, insider trading, mate. What the fuck is happening? What is this? What does the world come to?
Yeah, it was obviously, well, it looks like it was a paid promotion, yeah. There probably wasn't a potato bet, right?
I don't know.
Like,
I haven't looked.
Because that would be really risky on Trevor Noah's part. I'm going to guess it was just a paid promo, which would have cost, man, that would have cost a lot of money to get him to say that there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's pretty, I saw that yesterday and I was like, wow, like not a bad ad for Polymarket, like mainstream, like proper, like the people watching this show are proper mainstream, right? Like,
yeah.
Just getting served.
Absolute retail normies, but they probably do know what crypto is. Prediction market volume is at an all-time high. It is at an all-time high.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? The one good chart in crypto. No, sorry. There is another good chart in crypto. We'll talk about that later in the show. Second fact, hold on, let me just mute my Discord. Second insider trading that was observed over the past few days is, of course, Congress. So Representative Burchett goes off on insider trading still being allowed inside Congress. This town is crooked. Both parties are in on it. It's a very small club. And guess what, America, you're not in it. It's pretty crazy. Like a lot of some of these people in America, Craig, they out-trade Warren Buffett. They out-trade the GOATs out there. Like Charlie, his old partner who passed away recently as well. Like it is unfathomable how these people can out-trade the best investors of all time without insider knowledge, Craig. So I think the world hopefully is heading in the right direction, but arguably under Trump, crime is legal. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, look, this has probably been happening for a long time. Yeah, a long time. And I don't think whatever they say is going to be what they do. I find it, hard to believe that a little honeypot like that they're sitting on, they just go, oh, no, we better not do that. That's naughty. They just have to obviously hide it maybe a bit better moving forward. Yeah. Especially probably with crypto. Because obviously it's a bit more transparent than the financial system. So I guess that's a good thing for crypto. But yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this has been happening a long time and will probably continue to work no matter what these guys say. Like, I think we should stop making so much money, guys. It's like, yeah, I agree, man, you should. But anywho, pretty funny. And I have like the politicians when they earn, say, 300 grand a year, and they'd been in parliament for, say, even 5 years. And there's no way they could have amassed the wealth they did, but they've got like 17 homes. And like, you sort of wonder what the tax department asks them, says, hey, you earn 300 a year, but your wealth's like 100 million. How did you get there in 5 years? But yeah, it is definitely rules for me and for them. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I do like seeing them talk about it though. At least I sort of hope normal people watching this kind of clue up on what's going on, but I don't know if that helps us or not.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if this. I mean, who knows? This is America. Moving on to the next topic. Very much a viral topic right now. Jeffrey Epstein files. More documents have been released. Basically, this is dated back to 2016. I've spoken to some founders of Bitcoin who are very excited. Now, a lot of people who think Satoshi is just one person, I kind of argue that it's probably a group of people potentially. Do you think this is legit, Craig? Do you think, I mean, like the more I read about him, I've watched a few of the documentaries as well, the more he was so integrated at levels that the common person just does not even understand. Like the Australia implications, Kevin Rudd recently had to step down over in America. Like people like, who's the big fitness guy? Brian Johnson. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, yeah.
He's implicated. It is astronomical, the level across a 20+ year period of how, and this is all post him being convicted in like 2008, right? Mm-hmm. It is crazy that there is still like people that would hang out with him, the whole Bill Gates stuff, Stephen Hawking. It is just wild to me how integrated he was, and the hush hush now around this, whether he was a spy or not. How did he get his wealth? Was it sovereign wealth? Was it insider wealth? Was it he only ever worked with 2 billionaires as a financial advisor? So I don't know, Craig. I would argue he might have known the Bitcoin founders, but he also might not have, as a lot of people always allude to. Oh, yeah, I know who they are. Well, shut up and just tell us, you idiot. Like, why would they not disclose that information, right? Unless they are part of the group, or they funded it, or they have a shit ton of Bitcoin that isn't disclosed, or something like that, right? Like, what are your thoughts here? Do you think this is legit, or do you think this is, I don't know, it is an email that was sent 10 years ago nearly. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing is it legit? Let's just assume it is, like the other ones are. Yeah, I've been following this for a long time, man. His story a long time, probably 2 decades. I've been following his story.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, so I went down the rabbit hole a long time ago on a lot of things, and a lot led to him. He obviously had his fingers in a lot of pies, man. When you see the people that he had access to and he was speaking to, and that he was connecting people with other people, yeah, man, it looks like what we can see is the world's biggest honeypot he was kind of running. So a lot of big people have been caught up in some pretty mucky stuff, eh? Like imagine if you got caught up in this and you actually didn't have anything to do with him, but there's an email from him to you talking about business, and you're like, no, like I didn't even meet the dude. But your name's in an email, you'd be like, God damn it! Like
you're gone. Like your reputation is gone.
It gets a bit sticky. Yeah, there must be so many people high up sitting at home going, oh no, like please don't let me get named in this, because it's just so bad. This one in particular, I don't know about he's spoken to the founders of Bitcoin. Maybe. I agree with you. I don't think Satoshi was one person. I think it was probably a group. A think tank, probably, obviously high IQ, frustrated with the banking collapse, and was it 2008, things like that. That's the story that I've sort of read anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've spoken to some of the founders of Bitcoin. I just, fucking hell. I was not expecting that. Like,
and it's not like, see, the weird part is this is 2016. Like Bitcoin was launched way before that.
So it's kind of already moving, right? And actually, 2016, he's not going to have access to the founders. They were gone, weren't they? Like, when did Satoshi sign off and say, "I don't have time to explain" or something? What year was that?
Was it 2008 or 2011? Around that period, I think 2011.
So he's already gone underground here, right?
Or the group,
The group,
the group, the person, the individual, is he alive? Are they dead? Are they alive? Where are they? Who knows? They've never sold Bitcoin. So this is the interesting part. Like, they created it. They've never sold it. So would they how did they make their money? Did they buy it on side wallets somewhere else eventually?
Possibly. Yeah, look, I guess we won't ever really know. The interesting thing, I mean, the connections he had went so high. There's even photos of like Ghislaine Maxwell, his girlfriend, and she's sitting on the Queen's throne with Kevin Spacey in Buckingham Palace.
Oh, Kevin Spacey.
You don't get to sit. Imagine sitting on the Queen's throne. How high up are you where you get to go there for a tour and sit in the seat? Like, you don't get to touch that stuff, man. Like,
no. Well, Bill Clinton hung out with him for a long period of time.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Science. They were looking into a lot of science, weren't they? A lot of looks like genes and cloning, and almost like a little bit like the Aryan race and the Germans, man. I don't know what was happening there, but it's pretty creepy and pretty gross. Everything's so gross with that dude, man.
Like, okay, well, last topic on this. Actually, no, I want to talk about Brian Johnson too, because he put a tweet out. But implications with Trump. Like, do you think they were just in collaboration, friends for a period of time, and then they parted ways? Or do you think it's more deeper than that and he's trying to hide the fact after?
Whoa, yeah, that's the $1 million question. I think I want to say that if they had some damning stuff on Trump, I feel like it would have been used. Because obviously they've gone after him for so long, so long. Russian collusion. They've tried to nail him, and they haven't quite got that nail in the coffin on him yet. Or are so many people caught up in it that even if they wanted to expose him, they can't, because if his hands are dirty,
everyone's hands.
I think there's a lot of dirty hands, and I don't know if us as the public will really ever get to who is really guilty.
Well, he's
and
like done
just higher than him, right? Someone paid him.
Exactly.
Who paid him? Because, by the way, that billionaire whose fund he looked after, that billionaire, that particular billionaire, I can't remember the name, is implicated in for going to the island.
Yeah.
So, did that billionaire pay him because he did some naughty stuff rather than?
I think he did.
Yeah. So I think it was, they caught him, they got him to do some naughty stuff, and then Epstein said, right, I've got you literally by the balls, you now pay me, and you're my client.
Yeah, so it's Peter Thiel was one of them, putting in Jeffrey invested in ventures such as Valar and co-founded by PayPal's Peter Thiel. So yeah, he Virgin Islands as well, tax breaks. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's deep. It is deep, very deep. Leslie Wexner, that's who it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another big name. Yeah.
So yeah, Trump was tax evasion. He obviously buried his old wife on his own platform for property, and if it's deemed if they do that, then it's a tax evasion. So he doesn't have to he can buy something. It's crazy the manipulation he has done for so long, and I mean, it's affecting us in the crypto landscape as well. Literally launching another token.
What token is that? What is he on about? We can get to that after.
I'll find it. Yeah, I'll find it shortly. The Brian Johnson.
This comment here is crazy as well. I'm like,
this is interesting. Yeah. So 8 years ago, this is again, I remind you, the date that he was convicted was 2008, 2009, right? As a pedophile.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Brian met him 8 years ago. So that's 2018. And then the implications here, it's you're asking to meet him in person.
Did someone find it?
Yeah, this is pre-call. I was offering person because I was traveling through New York. I ended up being a call first and last time I interacted with him. I am with you, friends. Terrifying in hindsight. Bro, why are you talking to him in the first place? Why are you talking to him?
He's convicted already of low level. It's anyway, it doesn't matter what level it is. It's not good. No. And you're right, he's already convicted, and then you're still open to meeting with him. It just shows you that someone has power and influence. People are willing to turn a blind eye to the most horrific crimes, to get a leg up. And my understanding of Bill Gates was Bill Gates wanted to win. There was something, I don't know if it was a Nobel Peace Prize or whatever, but Jeffrey had contacts with the board on that. So Gates was trying to lobby to get that. I don't know why, how true that is, but there's just so much. He had things people wanted, and so people turned a blind eye to horrific crimes against children. That to me, oh man, I don't know, dude. That sucks. It actually sucks. That sucks to hear, doesn't it? And so many people made bad choices. So many.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy, the integration. It is crazy. All right, moving on to that Trump token. Easy posted not long ago. We're getting another Trump token today. True Social crypto token today, based on Newswire article, says 2nd of Feb, which is now in the US. If you own the DJT stock, you are eligible to receive tokens and associated incentives. There are no details on the token specifics, including mint, allocation, distribution, but it will be custodied by Trump Media. Lol. As you can see here, Trump Media operator digital token initiative remains February 2. Ultimate beneficial owners of at least one whole share of DJT stock. Dude,
it's an airdrop, is it? Is it an airdrop
for people who own the DJT stock?
Did the DJT stock pump?
I don't know.
What the hell's happening? That's pretty amazing. So he's doing an airdrop to stockholders.
How do I get
the stock?
How is he allowed to do all this stuff? So over the last 5 days, it's down 11%. No, it hasn't really been doing it. It's
doesn't
down
react like crypto does to an airdrop, does it?
No. So it's down. It's literally down. I mean, his meme coin's down. His World Liberty Finance is down, and Trump Media itself is down. What do you think this token's going to do too?
I'm guessing it's heading to zero, man. Probably. What's the why?
I don't know.
What? They don't say the name or anything, do they?
No, look, it's just probably another way to make money from. They probably have liquidity pools. They probably have fees that they earn from the platforms. All this sort of stuff. Like it's just a money making mechanism, right? Passive income from another launch, more crypto exposure. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Probably not even worth talking about, to be honest. Let's move on to more important things. The Bitcoin chart. I posted this chart a week or two ago, and posted this one here back on January 15, saying BTC rising wedges are bearish. How do you say it's going to be an uptrend is bearish? Is ascending channel, one more dip, people slam in, said no, Greeny, it's a bullish chart. I followed up again and I said, no, I'm telling you this is a macro bearish wedge. I followed it again and bang, there it goes. Absolutely sending to the downside, taking out the previous support that it has held since the start of the bull cycle back in September, October 2023. We finally hit the first level of my accumulation range, Craig, at $75,000. I cannot wait to buy more in that accumulation range, but that rising wedge, again, the best traders I know have an understanding of fundamentals and technical-based analysis skill. Highly recommend you guys, if you watch our show, check out GTG, join us, because we'll teach you about both and we'll educate you about both, because I would argue, Craig, and you're good with both as well. It's so important. If you want to be a successful trader in crypto, you need to have technical understanding, but you also need to have fundamental understanding. Yeah,
I agree. That rising wedge, if you trade TA or you've looked at it long enough, you'll know how bad that can be. I've been caught out with it before, back in my early days. You see price going up and you're like, yeehaw, this is great. But it always, not always, but it does things like this and it collapses. And normally I find with rising wedges like that, when it finally breaks to the downside, it breaks hard. As it's done here with so much weight on it. It looked so bad for so long, dude. And I was going to say it's nice to see it play out. It's not really. It's nice in the way that you get your analysis right. It's not so nice in the way of price movement. But then at the same time, you're looking to buy. So
I just bought. That's the thing.
So you got to. This has to happen to be able to get you excited, and to get you to hit buy again. And I'm sure many others are like you, looking to buy, including myself. So it'll be interesting. I think the more interesting thing for me is to see where buy pressure really comes in. And I guess it came in at about that 75,000. If it continues, that'll be interesting to see. One thing I noticed is daily exchange volume again pumped a lot, dude. It went up overnight from 38 billion to 49, almost 50 billion. So daily exchange volume is still hitting up. Might account for this little pump a little bit.
People might have bridged money across the buy for sure.
Maybe people were like you and thought, gee, that 75 is finally not a bad price. So it's going to be really, so the interesting thing for me is just to watch. I'm quite enjoying watching the market at the moment, learning a lot. You only get, I've only been in the market. This is my second cycle for a bear. So that's why it's interesting for me, because I get a second look at how it responds. And you don't, you can look at old charts, you can go back, you can analyze them, but there's nothing like being in it live with the emotions of it live. Going back and back testing, it just doesn't have the same. You can go back and back test on charts and you'll be like, oh, that was such an easy trade. How did people get that wrong? But when you're in it, it's so different. So that's why sometimes, even with me, if I want to get into a coin, I sometimes will buy a little bit of it when I'm interested, just to make me lock in on it. Because once it's like if you spend $1, all of a sudden, like your heart rate goes up. Like
you're emotionally invested into it.
So dude, I'm just interested. Once again, see how this goes. And nice. If you're buying, I assume others did, and it bounced nicely. So I guess people were watching that level.
Yeah. Well, It's down $52,000 from the high. I would argue most of the dump in price has already happened in the bear market of this short period. It's going to be time-based capitulation that is going to ruin a lot of people. So for me,
great.
I think I'll get plenty of opportunity to buy between 50 and 75. Maybe we go slightly lower. Maybe we don't go lower than 60K. Who knows? But I've got my buy levels there. I'll start to turn my DCA bot back on once we go sub 70, in my opinion. And we've been talking about this for months. Like, we've executed about this. And finally, I bought Bitcoin for the first time since like mid 2024. And again, I'm not trying to time the bottom. I'm just trying to accumulate, because I know that this could be worth $200,000 in 3 years' time, right? So that's a 3x from where we are today. Once you start to get a bit of size into that, say you get 100 grand in, like that's 200 grand in the space of a few years, right? I could buy another house. Not that I have bought a house yet, but you know what I mean? So, I plowed in the offset account, not really buy another house. So it's an interesting time, but I finally, like you said, Craig, I get excited. This is my third bear cycle. Sorry, my fourth. This is my fourth bear cycle.
Yeah,
2018, so. 21. No. So this is my third bear cycle. So been through 3 bull cycles. I would say I joined in 2016, but I would say I wouldn't classify that technically as a bear cycle. But crypto did pretty good in 2016, 2017. So I'd say this is my third bear cycle. And like you said, because you're emotionally invested in just $1, like, I've learned to unplug emotions as best I can. Trust me, like I still do with certain trades. Pudgy Penguins being the main one at the moment. Everything else, like, I'm pretty programmatic. I'm very structured. I'm like, well, my validation for this trade, I don't even have one, because I'm like, no, I'm just accumulating some Bitcoin at these levels and I'm playing the long-term game. My validation would be a change in macro structure. We lose that wick down here way at like what, 30K or something. Like, if we start to go down there, I'd be quite worried. But again, if it goes down there, I'll probably click buy as well, because that was the same. If you bought in 15K, if you bought at 20K, you bought at 30K last cycle during this period of accumulation down over here, like, that aged very well. You got a 4x at 30K. Like, that's crazy, right? So you got to think about risk. You got to think about sentiment, as we said before. Fundamentally, everyone's fearful. I'm clicking buy. We haven't seen good technical levels like this for a long time. I'm clicking buy. So there's a big difference there between the common person who trades and invests and someone who's maybe been doing this for a lot longer. Yeah,
no, I agree. And that's the way you should be looking at this now, with price pulling back, is to look at it like an opportunity. So I agree. I think good levels to accumulate. I think in years to come, 2 years, that the buy you just hit's probably going to be pretty good, man. It may not be that good for the next 3, 4, 6 months, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But who knows, man? Like, who knows? But for me, it's once it breaks 70. So old all-time high is really my first buy.
Yeah, fair.
So, which isn't far away, to be honest, and that might just be a hop, skip, and a jump from today. It might be next week, dude.
On the sell side, like, I remember I was like, oh, why are you waiting for that extra 5-10%? Like, just sell. I mean, it was same on the buy side, but it is different. You want to be greedy for your entry, and if your plan has been to accumulate under 70, and that's where you see value, that's totally fair. Like, I respect that, right? It's each, and that's the thing too, that the GTG community, what I try and really envision to everybody is, what works for me won't work for you. You need to understand your IRL expenses, your budget, your lifestyle, your risk tolerance. Your time is a big one as well. Do you want notifications on? Do you want to be checking in from time to time? Do you want the stress of being in an active trade? Are you scalp trading on the 3-minute chart? Are you swing trading on the 4-hour chart? Are you looking from a macro perspective? Are you only here for memes? Are you only here for NFTs? Are you only here for airdrops? Are you only here for perps? Like, we cover it all, and that's really been, it's nice that 2.5 years into GTG, we are like, that's the scaffold that really remains. So I love that. It is good. It's healthy.
That there, what are you thinking?
Yeah, there's still, this is the reason, like, not only I'm bearish, obviously, check out my latest YouTube video, which will go out later today. I'm bearish with technicals, which I discussed in that video, but there's so much liquidity still down here to 60K. So it screams value, and it screams magnet. And as I said, I think we can get to 81, maybe 83, 87. CME gap at 81, 83 is previous low support, I think, from memory. Oh, no. I can't remember. Monthly open, sorry, was 83.
Mm-hmm.
And 87 was the yearly open. Probably levels of interest where I would say lower high, potentially short opportunity, back down into the 60K region is probably where I remain very confident that we hit. Do we go 50s? We'll just have to wait and see when it plays out. But it's crazy to think, like, if we go to 60-ish, under 66, Craig, that's already down 50% from all-time highs. And I think a lot of people, like, this is the thing too. Like, people watch our show, they're probably listening and going, like, oh, I'll just buy lower. It's going lower. It's going lower. Like, it's the same on the contrary trade when you're trying to take profit. Oh no, just that little bit higher. Oh no, what if it goes to 500 mil and it's at 400 mil, right? It's the same here with Bitcoin. It's like, oh no, I'll buy it 50K or I'll buy it 30K. Like, oh no, it's dumped a bit. No, I'm going to time the bottom. You're not going to time the bottom. You're probably going to miss the trade, or you're going to miss taking profit on the upside. So just come up with a plan. And again, if you need a plan, join us in GTG. Join us here on the live stream every single day. Okay, we talk about all this sort of stuff, Craig.
I remember back in, would have been 22, late 22, when Bitcoin hit 16.5 grand. And I distinctly remember, and I don't know why it stuck with me so much. It's not that important, but it just stuck with me. And when I was like, whoa, Bitcoin 6.5 grand, I was in a group chat, with, some decent people as well. A lot of them, or a few of them anyway, were like, I'm waiting for 8K.
Exactly.
10K. And look at the market, what it did from 16.5. It went from 16.5 grand to 127,000. Like, imagine not buying at 16.5 grand because you wanted to get sub 10. Like, you just missed such a big move, man. Like, massive, like 8x. Like, just because you wanted exactly what you talked about, you wanted that little bit further discount. It's something to remember. Hitting down is just, and I keep that in my mind now. I'm like, you can get very greedy at the top, and this is what you're kind of saying. You can get too greedy at the bottom, and you're like, no, I'm going to wait for that discount. Whereas my strategy back then was just DCA, which means I didn't have the stress of watching the chart going, oh, it's not quite at my level yet. Mm-hmm. I just slowly bought in, and certainly I didn't buy 16.5. That's incorrect. Like I've said many times, I was closer to the mid 20s or 30s. Mm-hmm. But I do remember that moment, and because it was my first bear, seeing comments like that back then, it did even make me go, oh, maybe they're right. They ended up being very wrong. Mm-hmm. So it does remind me now, the lesson for me in that is don't get too greedy in the bear, e.g. don't try and time a bottom. You're just not going to get it. The question to chat is, how many of you time selling the top? Like, I'm guessing not a lot of people. Like, it's hard to do.
And not just once. It like, trading is consistency, right? So you might have got lucky once, but have you done it repeatedly is the question.
That's exactly right. And how do you know, like, say you full stack out, like I had to sell at 126K, but I didn't full stack out there. I only sold 10%. So even though I timed the top, 90% of my bag missed the top. But that's the price you pay for scaling out and DCAing in. You're not going to get the glory of going, look, I sold my bag at the top, and you put your P&L up and you're like, you idiots, I'm a genius. You don't get that moment, but if you don't scale out, you're probably not going to get that moment. I've tried. In my experience as a trader, I very seldom timed the top, almost never. So, yeah, I'm a DCA kind of guy. I know you are, Greeny. It just takes a lot of the stress out, and eventually, if you just scale in slowly on the way down, your average buy price is probably pretty good. It's probably pretty good.
Be, yeah.
You probably won't lose over time doing that. So,
no, well, if you look, like, even still at, maybe I haven't checked but now, but like when we looked a couple of weeks ago when Bitcoin was at 85K, the average person who was in profit was 85% of wallets, Craig. Like, at $85,000, that's $40,000 from the all-time high. That's already down 30% from the all-time high. 85% of wallets who own Bitcoin were in profit. So that tells you everything. It is amazing, right? So that tells you everything you need to know, that price is probably going to go lower in a bear market because too many people are still in profit, right? Too many people are in profit. We need more pain. You need pain, okay? That's how it works. Speaking of pain, not having a long or a spot position in Hyperliquid right now. I was greedy for lower. I'm still greedy for lower. I think Hyperliquid does go lower. Even Eli was in my DMs, not my DMs, in my comment section saying, Greeny, you said $10, $12. And I was like, yeah, bro.
Did he say that, did he?
No, he was like,
good on him.
Oh, I can't remember. He didn't like, that was what he was inferring, right? And I was like, as I said on stream today, I might have to reconsider it. But I did say that to her. I said, look, it does depend on what Bitcoin and majors do. And there's still plenty of time in 26 for us to reach lower. Maybe it only gets back to that first weekly order block at $24. But again, like I shout out to people who hold this, shout out to people who are long. My stop actually just got stopped out from my short last week. I was short from $34 up here. And that I took profit at, or I took a bit of profit at 28.5 the other day when it came down here. And now I just got stopped out break even. So I'll be watching for potentially a re-entry here. Whether we sweep these highs, that would be better if we did sweep highs and then re-close back down is probably what I'd be looking for. But similar to what I said with Bitcoin is if Bitcoin goes to 87 and retests the yearly open, Hyperliquid easily pushes 40. So I don't necessarily want to be blindly just aping in a trade here, because we could sweep this highs, we could sweep these highs, we could sweep all of this over here. If you really do see a rally, like, I mean, if you zoom out, Craig, it's a pretty bullish chart. So
probably me, one of the only good ones around.
It's easily a best chart in crypto right now. So for me, I remain patient. And as I did with Bitcoin, I said, hey, Bitcoin's at 107, 117 when I had the swing flow patterns. It was at 107 when I got completely out of all my positions. Yeah, even in the 90K region, I was like, it just like I wasn't confident. I was like, I just don't like. I could click buy here, but what am I trying to do? I just don't think that's going to happen, right? And it's the same with Hyperliquid here. I was like, look, I could buy it at $31 to $33, but I don't think like that's only like a 40%. Nearly a 2x, right? Yeah. But it's only about a 40% correction from its high, right? 43%. I think I'm keen when it gets closer to 60% again. That's where I know the value is there. If that takes 6 months, so be it. That's the patience I have. I'm 9 years in. You got to learn patience. You got to be greedy for your entries, like we like to say, Craig. So I think this one screams value. It really does scream value later this year. So dude, coach, it's been so long since I've seen you. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you did all right with the Moonbirds TG and everything as well. So dreamy. It's a fresh lid, boys. Fresh lid. It's a mess. I even washed it. It's a bit fluffy today, but hey, it's chat loves the hair. I love to see that. But yeah, I think Craig, like, you just got to stay patient. You got to stay patient, stay greedy for an entry. And if that entry doesn't come, well, then it doesn't hit your risk management. It doesn't hit what you like, your trade process, your trade plan, your process for making money over time, right? That's right. If this chart was in 24, I'd be going ham into it, dude. I'd be going ham because I know I'd have a year of runway left. Where I get edgy is this is obviously doing great. Like if you were in position, this trade's phenomenal. But to buy it on that sort of pump with Bitcoin just because Bitcoin could reject at 80, you know what I mean? Quite easily. It could reject here at 79. We don't know. Yeah, front run the 80, dump back down. And if Bitcoin dumps, this thing's probably gonna cop a bit of the downward pressure as well. It may not dump as hard as everything else, but that won't help if you FOMO in. And also you're battling with the 0.5 here, the 50% level, which is another, if it flips that and gets above and closes, it's probably going higher, like you said, as long as Bitcoin holds. The issue is, will Bitcoin hold? If it did, this is going, like you said, but it's just the time of the market. I'm edgy around here, especially altcoins and meme coins. I'm like, ugh. Like I'm busy trying to get out of positions like Testicle and stuff like that, right? Testicle. Oh, no. Are you still into that? I'm riding it like a bull, man. I'm riding this. Well, I wanted to talk about meme coins because meme coins actually do look okay. So we will get to that later in the show. My question for you here, Craig, is there seems to be a lot of trading where, a lot of trading. I just read a comment. Sorry. There seems to be a lot of pressure on Bitcoin specifically and majors of dumping from exchanges and maybe market makers. We don't really know. So there seems to be a lot of pressure top down on the major assets. Obviously, the altcoins that are suffering at the moment, they're the ones that are probably just going to keep going down because they have no buyers stepping in, right? Hyperliquid showing a lot of strength. one could argue is the pressure on the majors themselves is when the market makers determine, or when these exchanges like Binance determine when they stop seeing value in Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Like we've already hit below Saylor's cost basis. He bought another $230 million last week at $87,000. So hopefully he's clicking buy this week.
He bought my sell, Greeny. Good man.
It's crazy, Craig. It's crazy. So my thoughts are, like, do you think there's just pressure specifically on majors because of 1010, or just because they're controlling the market to a level where they then go, okay, now we're stop selling. Now let's drive the price back up. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, from a few people a lot smarter than me that have been putting up on-chain analysis, it looks like Binance has been dumping since 1010. So, you know, you've probably heard this as well, a lot of theories whereby the market makers couldn't buy when it dumped like that. When everything broke, the market makers didn't have access to the buys. Like retail didn't. We couldn't get on the exchanges and buy some things at near zero. And I've heard a lot of people speaking now and saying exchanges had to step in because there was no one else that had access to their books. So exchanges step in, because if market makers can't buy, some stuff probably would have hit zero. So someone's had to step in and buy. Because even the market makers, there was apparently a lag between where the bottom was and where they could finally start buying again. So it would have been a good lot. All things aside, whoever got access to those buys, it killed it. Like, probably did quite well. But I think what's probably happened as well is they obviously had to buy on their books, and obviously didn't want to hold that much. So they've been de-risking, right? Like any of us would. The only problem is they bought, I guess, so much that and you can see that with Binance, just selling, like big amounts, man. It was like, you start to wonder, did Bitcoin underperform versus metals and everything else due to the downward pressure or sell pressure of these big companies like Binance? Has Binance just been holding that board down? I don't know. But at the same time, dude, look, I don't know I can't remember what the chart was doing pre-1010 now. We'd have to look back and see, but a dip was on the way. We
were correct. We were short. I was stabled up already.
It's not like that event took us from euphoria to despair. It just didn't. We're already kind of teetering around some bad stuff. And then that just made it worse. I don't know. I'm careful not to get into conspiracy theories too much. Otherwise, you can kind of mess up your mind of trading. So that's why I just stick to TA, dude. Because then this stuff just doesn't matter as much. Because otherwise, what I'll do, man, is I'll go down a massive rabbit hole and I'll start getting myself all messed up and saying, oh, no, this is terrible. I'm only going to buy 20K because it's going down. I don't know. So I go by TA. Didn't Kathy Wood's Hyperliquid is going to be the next main ones that I put for, but I don't know. Kathy Wood says a lot of stuff, though. She also said probably $300 Bitcoin. So pumping her bags. But isn't Binance going to buy a whole heap now? They put in an announcement almost saying they were going to buy $1 billion or some stuff in the next day or two. So
I don't know, but it looks like this is September, 16 hours ago on KuCoin, but I can't load that website for some reason. So no, it was only September that it seems that she said something like that. But BitGet, I don't know, are they just running the news to get people to buy Hyperliquid probably because it pumps, right? So I don't know these exchanges. So I think like I said yesterday on the show, I think Hyperliquid is definitely it's so obvious. It is. If it's obvious, it might be too obvious. And that's why I think you got to stay patient if majors continue. And so they said bought. Okay, so they bought. Okay, interesting.
Well, it's nice of them to finally step in.
Yeah, no, it's
After
interesting.
Dumping for so long.
As it says here, 1 billion worth of Bitcoin on the most illiquid day on Saturday, literally a few days ago. So it's pretty crazy. If we do look, we do have that article up as well. They Binance commits to 1 billion. I
feel like this is damage control in the media.
Well, I'm just wait, aren't you selling off record? But now you're saying you're buying on record? You're counterintuitive, and people aren't idiots. You can read the blockchain. I'm sorry.
It's like we're buying $1 billion over here, but over here we dump 10 billion. It's like
Exactly. Exactly.
like, what do you mean, guys? You've already wrecked all of us. Like, oh man, so many people are mad at CZ, man. CZ's getting cooked, eh?
He is getting cooked at the moment.
He is not liked, and Binance. I haven't seen this much fight against him in so long. Remember when he got out of jail and everyone was like praising him? Everyone was like, CZ's back, and he was like, let's pump the market, and B&B memes started flying, and man, he's been criming for a while.
Oh yeah, I mean he has. Yeah, there's also stuff about Justin's son coming out recently. The girlfriend came out. Yeah, the girlfriend came out and said, "Yep, he's manipulated blah 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 large numbers of retail investors to buy in after what the projects began dumping, harvesting profits." So there seems to be
bit of collusion with Binance and Justin, eh?
Yeah, it seems to be like, yeah, and it's so true. Like they keep selling behind the books, but then they'll publicly show, like, it'd be like, oh yeah, no, we just bought $1 billion of Bitcoin. Like, no, bro, you're literally selling behind the scenes. Like, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, this is a story that'll be ever evolving, I think, in the coming months. So, everything in Binance touches, since he's out of jail, is down only, not a single outlier, all down 80% on average. That together with insane amount of Nance selling while calling super cycle as well as Binance selling. That's actually true. He literally was he tweeted the other day, yeah, we're in a super cycle. Meanwhile, he's just dumping. So tough time. I think there's that's why it's good to be partnered with proper
same thing, dude. Bad press for that dude. I don't know. But this is also bear market stuff. So
exactly.
as the bear market comes in, all these stories come out.
Exactly. Sorry to cut you off. Hold on. You can't really see, but price goes first and then news happens. Good comment here by Kyra as well. Just like how CZ, he came out and said he doesn't run Binance anymore. He doesn't even own it as well. So he might not even be in control. That's the thing. So we don't even know.
But his family, family's in control.
Sorry, B3S. I replied to you in chat, Legend. Go back and scroll. I said, hey, a Legend, tune in daily to our show. Join us in the GTG trading community. I replied to you, my friend.
Greeny, he just wanted a 2-word answer to how can you trade better.
He shouted.
It's a big question you're asking here, Lala. My advice is stick around, follow us, and watch the best people you can find. Get loads of information over years and years, and you'll trade pretty well.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Kara's saying that he is one of the most powerful figures in crypto industry, stepping into a top public-facing leadership role following the 2025 pardon of former CEO CZ. Pretty evolving space. Memecoins are going crazy. Bitcoin is up over 4x in the past few days. Greg, are you trading memecoins on chain?
No, I'm underwater on memecoins on chain. Testicles bounce though, Greeny.
Hold on, let me pull up my chart. Yeah, let's have a look.
Rejecting it. Yeah, you dirty dog, get above there. I needed to get above that.
What did I say though? What did I say? Where did it find the bottom, Craig? Where did it
golden
find
pocket, baby? 886. Clinical.
Yeah.
Clinical.
Yeah.
That was a good buy there. Anyone who copped that. Good to see some memes running. Gets the timeline excited. I saw Bitcoin, a few people yesterday. Well, it's sort of been brewing a while, this coin. I've seen on the timeline that's getting quite a lot of love. A few different calls getting into this. So I'm not surprised about that pump. I didn't take advantage of it. I'm just not really trading these at the moment.
Yeah. What are they talking about now? Are they talking about Wojak? Are they talking about Troll?
I've seen a bit more Wojak on the timeline. Wojak and probably Bitcoin are the two that I'm seeing mentioned.
These charts look like they have potential upside. Wojak, Tesco obviously broke out of its low time and already hit the golden pocket. So that's your trade already kind of taken place already.
I think Troll needs to digest that move, Testicle now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, agreed. Troll has lost its 886, come back all the way since July 25 when Binance pumped it. Crazy. I was in this with 20 SOL and I sold because it was going nowhere. And then all of a sudden Binance is like, we're adding it to our Binance Alpha platform. And it did what, like I don't even know, a 40x or some shit.
Damn.
Like it went up like a 20x. It went up 20x. I was
Cut
like,
to
oh my
20
god,
Sol.
I just faded 200 Sol, bro, or 400 Sol. I was like, you idiot, Greeny. But hey, that's crypto. You can't win everything. It's in the same reason I would have sold a lot. I definitely protected my downside risk. Of course, this question that goes deep. Yeah, mate, we talk about deep topics on this show all the time. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you click follow. Make sure you click subscribe if you're on YouTube as well.
So, Greeny, what do you think's the reason meme coins, some of these are copping a bed now? Is it because Bitcoin has bounced? Is that the reason?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yes, as long as there's, again, they're all a unique story in themselves. You got to understand that too. Like you got to have the right people talking about it, the right people buying it. It can't be too bundled. It needs to probably be established. It needs to revisit lower fibs. Needs to have some buy pressure volume, as you can see there over on the right. Needs to be somewhat of a funny meme or relatable meme. Needs to have the right call groups pushing it. It's like, it's interesting. And pretty much like why I looked at Troll back here, but it never did anything, right? So I watched this just randomly, similar to what happened over here. I was in over here, and then all of a sudden this will probably just go crazy, right? I don't know, man. It's hard. Like if I do look on chain, daily tokens is up, so that means that there's more people deploying. Graduations is up too, so that means there's more opportunities that are going past that 100K sort of region. Pump volume and launchpad volume is also up for the first time in a while. Down the last couple of days, but it's still up at the end of January. So it seems as though there's still opportunity. Like daily active addresses too, Craig, like it is up compared to December, October, November last year. So for me, it looks like meme coins are always, and I've always said that, like there's always going to be opportunity. The opportunity here is, even though Bitcoin's up 4x, Solana is down 20% in the same period of time. So you might be up 4x on your Bitcoin, but unless you're in and out of stables rather than Solana itself, you're losing money. What made meme coins so lucrative in 2023 and 2024 was when Solana was going up. If you're trading on a chain similar to Ethereum in 21 and 2020, if you're trading on a chain, making money on tokens or NFTs or DeFi on that chain, and that chain's token is also going up, that is the secret to really exponentially growing your portfolio. And that's why I spend so much time on meme coins in 23, 24, because Ethereum and Solana were still trending up, right, over time. Now they're in a corrective wave. You don't really want to be earning Solana. You don't really want to be holding Ethereum-based assets, right? Because any chance you get, you probably need to stable up. Then we take the conversation. This is how deep I think. Then you take the conversation to USD versus AUD, and AUD is starting to outperform. If I'm holding Solana meme coins, I am about 4 steps away from where I need to be for me to pay my bills, right? And that's not a good thing in a market that is a trend, in a bear trend where it's going down, right? So in that sense, I make money, say, for example, if I make money on Bitcoin, I got to convert it to Solana. Solana's going down. So I got to convert Solana to USD. That's going down. USD is going down against AUD. It's literally a net negative, not loss. Whereas in 23, it was the opposite. AUD was going down against USD. USD was going down against Solana, and Solana was going up against everything else, right? And then the meme coins were going up faster than Solana. So that's why I haven't been trading meme coins since Trump launched his meme coin, really, is because unless the chain itself is going up in value, you're losing value while you're holding these tokens. Like that's the thing. And the risk there too, like the liquidity, you need volume. It's hard to, like, you might hold 10 tokens and only one of them will pump like Bitcoin, whereas the others will just keep on going down, right? That's the time of the cycle that we're in. So again, people always say, Greeny, why aren't you trading meme coins? Clip that. That's exactly why I haven't been trading meme coins since basically the end of 2024. Yeah,
no, spot on. That's right. It was one of the best times of trading I've had was meme coins and Solana. Obviously, as you spoke about, you say you get a 2x on a meme, 5x, whatever it is. Then I was taking it out obviously into Sol, not converting it to stables, looking at the Sol chart, and then selling Sol on TA or technical analysis based theses. So say Sol was at 100, you convert it into Sol. Then when Sol pumped to 200, you got a 2x on that. So if you got a 2x, now you've got a 4x. It was easy mode, dude. It was so easy. Same thing with ordinals when they were sending, right? Because obviously we're buying puppets at $40,000 Bitcoin. you were taking profits on puppets or whatever you were taking into sats. Then I sat in that from 40K Bitcoin to 126,000. Man, that was, I cannot wait to get that again, man.
Exactly why
So easy.
Exactly why I'm so keen for a bear market, because that's where you get the opportunity of time on your side.
You don't even have to be that good.
No, you don't. You don't.
You really don't. You don't. You just go into Bitcoin and hold. And even if you say and the good thing about all of this was, say you had to cut a trade, you could go back into Solana, check Solana, and if Solana pumped, say, 20% or 30 or 40, you could exit on Solana and almost recover your trade. So you could get out of situations easier, which is what I'm quite good at, getting out of things, because I probably get myself in it more than others. But so I've learned how to do that sort of thing. Whereas now the market doesn't give you that. E.g. now if I sell into Solana and then Solana pulls back 20% on the day, I'm like, fuck, I just got smoked. Like,
and the downside risk too. Like the thing about with the time of 23, 24, we knew that it was the models, the analysis that we had, the time showed us that we have room to go higher and time to go higher. It's the opposite now. So if you're holding tokens, and sure, you might make money on Bitcoin, but if you're holding other tokens and they're going down, then you're losing. As I said before, because I'm in Australia, I'm losing a 4-step process of money. I'm literally lighting money on fire because Solana goes down, USD goes down, and AUD is going down, right? Like, it's just crazy to think about. So yeah, look, I think there's opportunities in meme coins, but you got to be in and out quick, in my opinion, and you got to be stabling. You got to be stabling because otherwise, Solana. I mean, Solana broke $100. Let's look at that chart. Let's bring up some chart.
Dude, I heard that. I haven't looked at this Solana chart.
Last topic we were going to discuss, but Russia's biggest Bitcoin mining firm founder arrested for tax evasion while company faces bankruptcy. Huge coming out of Russia this morning. BTC, Solana, here we go. So Solana, where are we? Solana, there we go. So yeah, anyways, this structure looks horrible. Like, I mean, we are basically at the bottom, right? I mean, you could say that it has to at least hold this level. Otherwise, it is not good, because it's already broken out of its range from literally, if you go higher time frames, like this does not look good. It like that is a monthly support level that has held literally since March 24, right? We just had the first monthly close below March 24's low of 120. So for the first time since that period of time, which is nearly 2 years ago now, take me back. Ordinals are at crazy valuations there. But basically, this is the first time we've seen Solana. But like, why on earth would I want to even, one, hold the token, or two, trade on this chain? It looks like it's going to $50 to $70 very, very soon.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm definitely not a buyer here, man. $50 range I will be, though, I think. I think that's probably a good
I don't
buy.
know. I think I'd have to, just purely because you want to trade on chain. So that would be my only bullish.
My reason. Yeah,
it's my bullish catalyst. Otherwise, it's too inflationary. I think it's too inflationary personally at the moment. So I'm a little worried about that. But we'll keep an eye on that. Kyra says white whale might be the one exception. Well, I mean, the same with Testicle. It's already hit its trade, right? Like, it already pumped from its low fib levels, as you can see here on the chart, pump exactly from those levels that I speak about often. And it's already like that. That's the trade. The trade's already taken that place. So I'm not really, it's in a no trade zone for me. I'm not going to buy here in the midland where, like, sure, if you want to take on risk, you probably have invalidation here and targeting previous highs. But again, I think we're ready to go lower soon. And that's my bias. Like, don't hide the fact a complacency bounce is great. But always have your high time frame buyers sitting here on your shoulder going, Greeny, you're bearish. Greeny, you're bearish. Greeny, you're bearish. Until market structure breaks.
Yeah, the trends that we're trending down. That's the trend. The trend's your friend, and the trend currently is down. So the little market, volatility in between, you'll get some days where things turn green, like today. But there's a big battle still ahead, right? Like the little war's been won today. Yay, we're green. Bitcoin's up. $3,000 off the lows, off its bounce. It's pretty good. But the next boss is 80K. So if we don't break them, we hit our head, we're probably going back to 75. In which case, all of this will probably go back to its entries again, possibly. White whale might buck the trend, but man, I would be hesitant to buy at the 50% level, where it's hit its head 1, 2, like
Yeah,
too
I'm not
quick.
interested. Unless you're in already and you're hodling and you've maybe
Yeah.
scaled some profit, I'm not interested in this token at all at this stage.
But I hope it gigasends because I like what they're doing. That I'd love to know who's behind this, and
Yeah.
they're quite intellectual, huh?
Yeah.
They you see their posts, they're pretty deep into the market, man. I'm like, okay, this person's been around, whoever they are, whatever
Yeah.
it is, they've been
Yeah.
around the block. They
Yeah.
pumped the hell out of this. Congratulations. This is such a good trade. Like,
Well, I mean, it's up another 5x or 4x from the lows too. So yeah, congrats if you caught it twice. It was an absolute runner. Absolute runner.
Unfortunately.
Love to see it. All right, that'll do us today, guys. Lots of conversations there, great conversations around some trending news. Obviously, we looked at a few charts as well: Solana, Hyperliquid, Bitcoin, a few meme coins as well. So make sure if you appreciate this, guys, we're live every day. So drop a follow, drop a sub if you're watching on our YouTube channels as well. And yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Massive shout out to OKX. Sign up down below, guys. Most trusted exchange that I'm trading on right now. With my spot accumulation bags. And yeah, anything else we want to talk about, Craig, at the end here?
No, man, I think today covered it all. I think we covered some good topics. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll give it another crack. Hopefully the market continues to head north for people that are in. And yeah, let the good times roll. Good luck for the Trump. Does that launch today, that Trump coin, that new one?
Well, yeah, based on, I mean, yeah, that's the recorded date is today. So we'll see.
So I guess we'll get to speak about that tomorrow, and we'll check the chart and see how much crime going on, man. Like, what?
100%, yeah.
But great show, dude. We'll catch up probably later today. But other than that, yeah, we'll be back at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m., 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time or 6